Hey everyone, it's Swank Ivy with another Letters to an Asexual, and this is number 124. Today I'm going to talk about the lesser-known aromantic sub-orientation of lithromantic. And it's not talked about very much, but I think it's important to discuss some of these stripes of our communities that don't get as much attention. And it's not because we want to split everything up into tiny little increments and categories to feel special or something like a lot of our detractors would say, but I think that it is to give a name to a specific experience that some people may be wondering, hey, am I the only one? Where can I talk about this? So people coin terms. It doesn't mean that anybody's trying to search for some way to make themselves distinct or whatever. It's just to be able to have conversations and to understand a little bit about common experiences. Personally, I am not a lithromantic person, but I've definitely heard of it and I've definitely seen people in the community discussing it. So I'm going to start with a definition and then I'm going to share a letter that was sent to me about lithromanticism and discuss my answer. So this is a definition that I saw online. I'll just read it out to you. Lithromantic is a romantic orientation on the aromantic spectrum. It describes romantic attraction without the desire for reciprocation. Simply put, you may like someone, but don't want them to show romantic feelings back or be romantic to you, and may lose interest or feelings for them if they do so. Possible lithromantic experiences may include feeling romantic attraction that fades upon being reciprocated, feeling fine with being single, feelings of suffocation/immense stress when entering a romantic relationship, experiencing discomfort upon entering a romantic relationship with a crush, loss of interest in potential or actual partners when they romantically initiate, fantasizing about romance, but preferring it only in theory, not in practice/reality, the craving for intimacy, but then finding it uncomfortable when the intimacy is returned or reciprocated, liking the idea of love and relationships, but not the idea of yourself in one, having a crush on someone and being fine with the possibility that nothing further will come out of it, feeling attraction/crushing on those who already are in a relationship with someone, as that could rule out the possibility of them reciprocating your feelings for them, not wanting to be in a relationship due to various reasons such as having a responsibility for someone else or the burden of relationships, feeling attraction for fictional characters that aren't real, no way to reciprocate feelings, not feeling like you understand/empathize with friends or other people talking about their relationships. Lithromantic people may still be fine/comfortable with being in a relationship and may be preferable to romance. They just may not desire the feelings back, but they don't always fade, though they might most of the time. The word lithromantic, coined by Ian, stop anthropomorphizing me on Tumblr, comes from the Greek word lithos, which means stone. This is an allusion to the stone sexual identity, which originated with butch lesbians and transmasculine people. Like with any romantic orientation, lithromantic individuals can identify with any sexual orientation label. So now I will share an anonymous request I got on Tumblr quite a while ago, and this anonymous person sent this to me. Can I ask you a question about aro too? I saw an explanation about lithromantic and went, that's me. But I've heard so much about commitment issues all my life that I'm feeling confused. How can I distinguish those two separately? And if possible, could you point me to anywhere good to learn about lithromantics in general? Thank you. My response. It's a good question. Honestly, the terms and divisions we have aren't always completely distinct from each other. And we do have a tendency to say, if you're thing A, you can't be thing B. I think it's possible to be lithromantic and also have commitment issues. But to be honest, the purpose of one is to put a name on an attraction experience, and the purpose of the other is to pathologize it. I don't honestly think there's anything wrong with enjoying attractions and fantasies until they bring realities with them that make the entire thing feel unappealing. Who gets to say that's an issue? It's not actually all that unusual in other aspects of our lives to get soured on a whole experience if certain undesirable parts of it leak in. Like, if you enjoy swimming in the ocean, but you hate getting salt and sand on your skin. You might decide swimming in the ocean as a whole is just not an experience you want. We just have a tendency as a society to overwhelmingly assign relationships and mutual attractions positive value, and to paint single or non-romantic love-having individuals as lonely and unfulfilled, so it's not that surprising that people whose attraction experience shuts down when someone's attracted to them are portrayed as having an issue. Implication should be cured/addressed, rather than a real or valid experience. Being the recipient of attraction is not always a positive experience, and it does change how we feel about people, especially if the way those people express their attraction isn't what you might have hoped it would be, or feels uncomfortable in a way you didn't anticipate. I don't mind the idea of people thinking I'm pretty or liking my outfit or whatever, but when people express that I'm sexually attractive to them, even if they don't say it in vulgar or aggressive ways, I don't like it at all, and it certainly doesn't make me feel good. Of course, I'm also pretty typically aromantic and don't feel attraction to them either, so it's not an analogous situation. But I have definitely been accused of having intimacy issues and fears, even though I think it's 100% normal to dislike or have issues with people trying to talk me into or shame me into reciprocating their interest when I have no such interest. So, that's my little spotlight piece on lithromanticism. I'm interested in hearing from people who might identify that way or might be considering that as an identity or may have thought that they were lithromantic in the past, and your perspectives are very relevant to the aromantic spectrum discussions that we can have. So yeah, I'd like to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.